Wanda Smith is stirring the pot again, this time claiming that Katt Williams completely wrecked her career. In a recent reveal, she's opening up about how his actions allegedly took a toll on her professional life and shares some jaw-dropping details about her current financial struggles. Buckle up as we dive into the drama and uncover how Wanda believes Katt's moves have left her in a tough spot. So remember that little face-off where Wanda and Katt had back in the day? Well, Wanda Smith claimed she didn't go back and forth with Katt Williams during that roast, saying she respected him and wasn't trying to stir things up. But, are we talking about the same interview? Didn't she call him out about his height, his hair, his clothes, and even his family? And all this while claiming to show respect.
Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at PushGapRadio.com.
PushGapRadio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com. Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Hey, from Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth, PushGap Radio.
Ooh, you can't hear how Dallas, Fort Worth,
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Thank you for logging on to another edition of Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. Wanda Smith speaks out on Katt Williams killing her career and exposing her broke life ass. Wanda Smith is stirring the pot yet again, this time claiming that Katt Williams completely wrecked her career. Remember when Katt Williams destroyed Wanda Smith's ass on her own radio show? That interview will go down in history as one of the most impeccably executed verbal takedowns in the comedy world. In a recent reveal, Wanda Smith opened up about how his actions allegedly took a toll on her professional life and shares some jaw-dropping details about her current financial struggles. Katt Williams' nearly 3-hour interview with Shannon Sharpe for his Club Shay Shay podcast. Now, don't know if you're aware or not, in 1 week on YouTube, the Katt Williams interview on Club Shay Shay racked up 37 million views. It's been up now for 8 months and so far stands at 74 million views. Talk about going fucking viral, man. The legendary Katt Williams is hailed by many as one of the greatest comedians alive. Renowned as one of America's most exceptional entertainers, Katt fearlessly takes shots at fellow comedians like Ricky Smiley, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, and Kevin Hart. Katt went in on a gang of these boys, breaking down what you had to do to get where you is in the industry. Now, buckle up as we dive into the drama and uncover how Wanda Smith believes that Katt's moves have left her in a tough spot. Remember, the former V103 Atlanta radio host, Wanda Smith, the explosive interview she had with Williams during a 2018 of the Frank and Wanda in the Morning show. That little face-off where Wanda and Katt had back in the day. Well, Wanda Smith claims she didn't go back and forth with Katt Williams, lying ass, during that roast, saying that she respected him and wasn't trying to stir things up. Now, as we talking about the same interview where you was calling him out about his height, I'm just wondering whether we talking about the same interview where she called Katt Williams' little mama to insult him. Remember that? Talked about his hair, his clothes, his legal cases, and his kids. She's talking about some damn respect. Remember when Katt Williams dropped that 2024 interview on Club Shay Shay? He called out other top comedians as well. Said the roast with Wanda was actually her trying to embarrass him from the start, is what he told Shannon Sharpe. Williams also told Sharpe that he had promised before going on the show that he wouldn't talk about his kids or jail or none of his cases. Said he wasn't going to talk about none of that. Didn't go down that way, leading to V103 Radio's highest viewed clip by a wide margin. Katt said the roast with Wanda happened because he believed that Wanda's intentions from the start was to humiliate him. Things between Williams and Smith started veering off the rails at the 13-minute mark, they say, when he insulted her interview style. Shortly after, Smith made the fatal flaw of claiming that Katt had played out perm The segment was almost finished, and co-host Frank Ski was ready to cut to commercials, but the civility left the room, and viral history was made.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't gonna talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never gonna call you out of your name.
So according to Katt Williams, the roast happened after Wanda had grilled him about the things they had agreed not to talk about. Again, including his cases in the legal system and his kids. I mean, if they'd already agreed not to mention the kids, why in the hell was Wanda asking about what he makes them for dinner and what it looks like, and trying to make Katt out to be a failure as a dad, calling him a baby daddy, this, that, and the third. She had it coming, and Katt was serving that ass cold. Then she talked about the boy's perm. What Katt tell a chick? My hair 19 inches long and I ain't got no perm. Come run your gnarled fingers through it. Check it out.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers. While you on air.
Remember that? The insults only got deeper from there. While on air, Wanda also tried to suggest that Katt was on the DL by calling him Little Mama. And he had another comeback for that as well.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Little Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
and what are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right.
Now, during the roast, Katt also told Wanda to remove her headphones and wig, to which she told him to take off his old clothes that he got on. And Katt responded by opening his jacket, showing her that he was wearing a yet unreleased Versace collection, and got on her ass for wearing cheap shit. Katt unleashed a barrage of weight jokes on Smith, said if you can't get your goddamn blood pressure down, you can't calm me down. He responded to Smith calling him Little Mama with, you probably shouldn't talk about size, you big, even on the radio.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. No, $12. No. That all is available. If you want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Sitgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Jeez.
Now, let me tell you why Katt was fuming when Wanda brought up the same things that specifically they agreed not to talk about, such as Katt Williams' cases back in 2012. Now, Katt said he'd been arrested 36 times in 36 months, and the fact that he had never been inside a court of law proved that law enforcement was just on a witch hunt. Yeah, he had a series of legal issues when it comes to Katt Williams. You know, he was arrested in Northern California on a previous warrant related to reckless driving and evading police officers. A former personal assistant also sued him for more than $5 million for allegedly striking her. In a different incident, he was hit with a lawsuit claiming a show he performed in Oakland, California lasted just 10 minutes and evolved into Katt stripping off his clothes and attempting to fight with his audience members. But Katt shut down her suggestion that he spent time in prison by reminding her that he had 19 felonies and no convictions. The question about his kids, which they had also agreed not to talk about yet again, was sensitive because, as you know, Katt had not had the easiest time with his kids. He was actually homeless for a while. Don't know if you recall that. But he made a promise to himself that if he ever became famous with the means, that he would help others, and for him that meant adopting as many kids as he could raise. However, Katt himself admitted that he's not always been the best example to his kids and didn't do very good at leading by example. A lot of folks have fell short. That's no reason to, try to high-side somebody. But Wanda insisted on bringing that up, hence the roast. And that's what possibly sunk her career and broke her ass. You want to know what sunk her career even further? January 2019, months after the segment, Wanda was fired from V103 Atlanta, and the reason why was never confirmed publicly, but many people speculate that it had to do with her little mama comments toward Katt Williams. And Wanda's attempts to emasculate Katt on radio in a city well known for its black gay male population. Katt Williams talked about how offensive the comments were when he was asked if he believed that was the reason she was fired.
It's a very thin line. I got a call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in?
Something else that really put Wanda out of business is how, after everything that went down, her husband tried to jump Katt. Remember that? Wanda's husband, Lamorris Sellers, pulled up on Katt after the roast and threatened to unalive him. Yeah, the day after the segment, Wanda Smith's husband, Lamorris Sellers, allegedly confronted and chased Williams into a Home Depot. Katt told police that Sellers pointed a gun at him. Katt didn't file charges, but Sellers insisted the gun dropped from his waistband, that Katt Williams was the aggressor, and that he was only trying to protect his wife. Now, Katt is the one who told the Gwinnett County Police that Lamorris Sellers threatened him outside the Atlanta Comedy Theater, but Lamar said that he chased Katt into a supermarket that was nearby but did not threaten him. Of course, that shit's stupid because the security footage from the incident, you can clearly see it. You can see how Wanda was championing for her husband to go after Katt and was either smiling about it. Surveillance footage and Lamorris Sellers also confirmed that he had that ooh-wee on him, that bang-bang. But whether or not it was ever pointed at Katt Williams is unclear. He said it fell out of his waist. Hell, you need a gun for 5'5" ass Katt Williams. You see how big Sellers is. You can see that in the video. The only reason these two weren't arrested is because later on, Katt refused to cooperate with the police. Regardless, it looks like Wanda's career went down the drain anyway, because you hardly ever hear from her anymore. So Wanda, sweetie, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Again, January 2019, months after the segment, Smith was fired from V103 Atlanta. The reason was never confirmed publicly, but again, a lot of people say it was because of the little mama comments. It's a thin line. Very thin line. Katt said this lady's trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base by calling him little mama. That's why she got canceled, Katt Williams said. That's what he told Shannon Sharp. Said gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory term, call me gay. In fact, the last time a lot of people heard from her was when she talked about the roast. And said that Frank Ski asked her to invite Katt on the air when they learned he was in the green room with comedian Red Grant, who was booked to be on the show. According to Wanda, Katt initially told her no, that he didn't want to be on the show because he wasn't booked. But she begged Katt to come on the air, and he reluctantly agreed. She then said in hindsight she believed that Katt agreed to go on the air to attack her. How is that you begged the man to come on the show? He told you no, but you persisted. But now you want to flip mode it, right? Well, he came on to attack me. The man wasn't even coming on the show. The hell's your story? Now ass want to play victim. Talking about she felt the tension. Like, you know, every time I'd ask him something or say something, it was like he kind of came for me. You was making snide ass remarks. I watched the video. That was your ass being catty, pun intended. It's the opposite of what Katt said, because he felt Wanda's intention the whole time was to humiliate him. She's thinking he came for her. You can go rewatch the video. You probably synced it. You know for yourself. Katt said in an interview, very interesting thing happens when you try to trap something that's bigger than your trap. Imagine you set a trap for a turtle and a rhinoceros stepped into it. It's going to be a whole different situation. Now, we ain't going to get into who said what on the show, but put down in the comments, do you think the roast is what is the one that ended Wanda's career? Or do you think something else went on there that led to Wanda becoming broke? Never average, never mediocre. Online, on point, and on the money. Pray until something happens. God always provides. At PushGapRadios.com, the power is in the name. Thank you for logging on to this edition of Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on next week. Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O on PushGapRadios.com. Dallas, baby. And we're out.